When you're black, too often you're seen as a threat first and a person second. And each time we lose a precious life to fear, distrust, and prejudice, the list of things that will get you killed as a black person in America gets a little longer. Is this the America you want to live in? Is this the America you want to live in? Is this the America you want to live in?
Is this the America you want to live in? Is this the America you want to live in? Is this the America you want to live in?
I want every white person in this room who would be happy to be treated as this society in general treats our citizens, our black citizens. If you, as a white person, would be happy to receive the same treatment that our black citizens do in this society, please stand. You didn't understand the directions. If you white folks want to be treated the way blacks are in this society, stand. Nobody's standing here. That says very plainly that you know what's happening. You know you don't want it for you. I want to know why you're so willing to accept it or to allow it to happen for others.
Because black lives do matter.
So apparently a lot of people are confused. Why do they say Black Lives Matter? It doesn't mean only Black Lives Matter. No, it means that black lives historically and today have not mattered. And since they have not mattered to America, we're now asking you, please, notice that black lives matter as well.
What is it that keeps us stuck right there in that comfortable position of untruth? Well, I think part of it is fear. Another part of it is greed. Greed in that we don't want to lose dominance, we don't want to lose power, we don't want to lose privileges, we don't want to lose benefits that the system of white supremacy has created here in America for white people. We don't want to lose none of it. We're scared. We're scared of black retribution. We're scared of black vengeance. We're scared shitless, and we always have been. Since day one, we put our hands on black people. Grabbed them, snatched them up, put them on a boat, and made them our own fucking personal slaves and assistants for no pay. Even the fucking police officers, the coward police officers that kill unarmed black people are scared. They're scared of that retribution, scared of that black vengeance. And then we project, then we pretend and project that black people are as racist as white people.
Forget race. Are we all watching the same video? But still, according to the law, the jury had to make a decision. And that decision is, do you think this policeman was justified in thinking that his life was in danger? And their opinion, having watched that video, having listened to that exchange, they still said yes. That is truly depressing. Because what they're basically saying is, in America, it is officially reasonable to be afraid of a person just because they are black.
Is this the America you want to live in?
Where you want to fly, blackbird, you ain't never gonna fly.
When I was growing up, I was taught in American history books that Africa had no history, and neither did I. That I was a savage, about whom the less said the better, who had been saved by Europe and brought to America.
Where you wanna fly,
And of course, I believed it.
blackbird,
I didn't have much choice. Those are the only books there were. Everyone else seemed to agree. And it would seem then, of course, that it's an act of God, that this is true, that you belong where white people have put you.
you ain't never gonna fly.
It is only since the Second World War that there's been a counter-image in the world. And that image not come about through any legislation on the part of any American government, but through the fact that Africa
A place big enough for holding.
was suddenly on the stage of the world, and Africans had to be dealt with in a way they'd never been dealt with before. This gave an American Negro for the first time a sense of himself beyond a savage or a clown.
And they called you Little Sorrow.
It has created, and will create, a great many conundrums. One has used the myth of Negro and the myth of color to pretend and to assume that you are dealing essentially with something exotic, bizarre, and practically, according to human laws, unknown. Alas, that is not true. We are human too. It is a terrible thing for an entire people to surrender to the notion that 1/9 of its population is beneath them. And until that moment, until the moment comes when we, the American people, are able to accept the fact that I am not a ward of America. I am not an object of missionary charity. I am one of the people who built the country. Until this moment, there is scarcely any hope for the American dream, because the people who are denied participation in it, by their very presence, will wreck it.
If you'd only understand it, nobody wants you anywhere. So why you wanna fly, blackbird? You ain't never gonna fly.
Why you wanna fly, blackbird? You ain't ever gonna fly. Why you wanna fly, blackbird? You ain't ever gonna fly. No place big enough for holding all the tears you're gonna cry. Cause your mama's name was Lonely, and your daddy's name was Pain. And they call you Little Sorrow, cause you'll never love again. So why you wanna fly, blackbird? You ain't ever gonna fly. Why you wanna fly, blackbird? You ain't ever gonna fly. You ain't got no one to hold you. You ain't got no one to care. If you'd only understand it, nobody wants you anywhere. So why you wanna fly, blackbird? You ain't ever gonna fly.